Welcome back to the FOF Guide, everyone. And today's episode number 3 in the series, where the FOF talks with our good friend Kennedy. And as promised, Jamie's also going to keep in touch with Kennedy after each of her semesters, so definitely more great videos to follow, so stay tuned. But for today, Jamie's going to find out what she's been doing since recently graduating high school and what she's going to do to help prepare for the next chapter in her life called university. So let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, the FOF.
How you doing there, Kennedy? You doing all right?
Yeah, good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm not bad. So you just got out of high school. How does it feel?
Good. Happy to be done with it all.
Awesome. So how'd your last semester of your schooling go?
It was good, just stressful trying to get everything organized and
Yeah.
making sure I'm not missing any of the important dates for like my grad or university and stuff.
And the partying.
Yeah, and the party.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of partying as long as it's safe and you're being
Yeah.
stuff like that, you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
were there any surprises in your grades?
Um, Not well. I got a B in math, and I honestly didn't think I was going to do that well,
Was that
but
calculus or math
ca
12?
it's foundations 12, so it's not pre-calc, but it's not like workplace math.
So it's but so in between, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Okay. I didn't. And what is that course all about? I'm just curious because I don't never heard of that.
Well, it's math, but like from my class, we did a lot of finance, like half the year and then or half the semester, and then we did quadratics, which is like we did
Geometry
graphing
and
as
stuff like
well.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, geometry. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Good. So, what? How about your other courses? You do okay? You had a spare block, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a
Oh,
spare
that's
and
not
then
bad.
I know, yeah, it's great. It was great. It helped a lot with free time. But I had English, I got an A in, and then I had urban studies, which I also got an A in. So
That's not bad.
happy with that.
That's great. That's great. So, I'm not sure if we discussed this before, but where are you going to go in September for schooling?
The University of Victoria on the island.
That's
Exciting.
awesome.
Yep.
So, it was a conditional acceptance, but now that you graduated and got all your grades back, you're in there now. Do they
Yeah.
tell you for sure going to come in to?
Yeah. I'm in there now, and all that's left is just paying the final deposit, like my tuition for the year and my housing.
For the whole year?
Yeah, you can pay it all at once, I'm pretty sure.
Usually you just pay per semester. Usually you
Not
take,
well, I'm
say
not
if you
sure
take
because I
five
have to.
courses. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I already so I selected courses for the first term and the second term. So, and also the housing this full year as well. So that for sure I have to pay for all at once. And I'm pretty sure since have my semester 2 courses selected, I have to pay for them as well, but
Okay. Because when I went to Kwantlen and SFU, you paid a registration fee. Although Kwantlen
yeah.
stopped that. But you pay a registration fee, you get a registration date. And usually when you get a registration date your first time there, you get a really bad date, so you can't get all the cool courses like art and stuff.
Mm,
That's
I
kind of what
see.
happens. But yeah, that's exactly what happens, right? So, how did how did you get a dorm room? How does that work exactly? Just apply or what?
Yeah, exactly. You just apply, and for all first year students at UVic, it's first year guaranteed housing.
Yeah.
So if it's your first year and you're coming right out of high school, you will be guaranteed a dorm. But then for second, third, and fourth year, it's you don't get to know for sure.
Okay. Because I remember when I started, I didn't go in a dorm room. I just lived with my parents, but that's at Kwantlen, and then I went to
Hmm.
BCIT and SFU and stuff, and I just drove home at
Yeah.
the end of it, and that was it, right? So, um, what courses did you choose for the first semester?
Um, I can here. I'll read them out to you.
Sure, yeah, sure.
So I
Like,
have Canadian politics, crime and deviance, ecology, society, and global change, intro to sociology, and themes in literature. That's my first semester.
Mhm.
And then second is elementary formal logic, intro to sociology part two, issues in politics, social movements, and white collar crime. That
I got
is
a
my
question.
course.
Did you take English 1100 yet?
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, so
Like
English
it's the
1100 is the literature one you said. What was it again?
yeah. That's what
Oh,
that's
okay, that's
what they
good.
feel it, but yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, that's perfect, because English 1100 is one of the most important courses you'll ever take.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
Like,
was mandatory
that's
for
good. That's good because it really helps mature your writing up. And in your
yeah.
first semester, what you might want to do is you might want to end up getting an editor that's your parents and send papers to your parents because you can't really send it. Like, that's what was suggested when I took English 1100. They basically said, okay, just let your parents do it because we don't really want a professional editor to take care of it because you got to learn how to
Mm-hmm.
do all this stuff, right? So yeah, so I am getting a C in English 1100, but I took it again and got a B. So, but so you get to choose a whole year, eh? How about are you going to go
Yeah.
to school in the summer?
No, this is just for like the fall semester and the spring semesters, but
But are you going to go
I
take
think
that next summer?
I don't think so. Probably just because like this will be me like moving away for the first time, so I think I'll want to have a summertime back with my family.
Okay, that sounds like. Have you declared your major yet?
Um, right now I can't, not for this first year. I mean, kind of because I'm in the intro to sociology courses,
Mm-hmm.
but technically right now I'm just called social sciences undeclared. I think I can do it next year where my major is sociology, but that is what I want to do, and I have all the courses for it now. So
And it sounds like you got quite the course load as well, eh? 5 courses a semester. That's not going to be very easy, but I just want to let you know, you might want to block
mm-hmm.
in your time. Give yourself some
Yep,
time to
I
have
have
fun,
they make us chart or like schedules for our days.
like a Gantt
Um
chart, chart or whatever it's called.
yeah, it's like the length of your courses and tutorials are just kind of mapped out on like a calendar for you so that
Mm-hmm.
you can see when you can plan your like if you want to have a job or whatever you're doing, you can just plan it around on the calendar.
That's a good
So
idea.
that's really nice. Yeah.
Absolutely, and that's one thing I didn't do. But then I only want to take one or two courses a semester anyway. So it
Mm-hmm.
took me 15 years to graduate, but hey, I got it done.
Yeah.
But and so was it easy to choose your courses? Did you actually talk to somebody like an advisor or did it just
Yeah. Well, the I talked to an advisor just about if like there was anything I needed, um, you know, like in terms of forms and stuff like that, and then
Mhm,
picking courses.
mhm.
But I was good for that. Like I said, the only thing that was mandatory was English. Other than that, I just went for as many social courses as I could find and as much related to like law and politics
Yeah,
because that's my
okay.
interest.
That makes sense.
And then I just picked all of them. So yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome. So just to let you know, every semester you should be seeing your advisor.
Yeah.
Uh, After you declare your major, what you'll have to do is you'll have to go to your academic advisor and your department. So later on in your second or third year, you start seeing the social sciences, psychology, or whatever it may be, advisor. They're a little bit more specific to what you're doing, so they'd be further help you better. So just to let you know
Mhm.
that once a semester is a good idea. I didn't always do that. In fact, when I was younger, I didn't do that. But later on, I started going, hey, what should I take here? You know what I mean? And
Mm.
then they started kind of saying, hey, you know what? This course is a prereq for this. So you're going to want to take this right now, stuff like that. So
Awesome.
how did your capstone thing go anyways?
That was good. Yeah. lots of fun because it was guitar, so that's like my main passion. Still playing just as much. For that, I think what they're trying to teach you with it is like time management and being able to be responsible and work on something like in your own time
Mm-hmm.
outside of school. And I think it definitely helps. Probably not as much as they want to because we all well we all have a joke running in like the school system about capstone that everybody does it on the last day because most people do it the night before it's due and manage to get out with a pretty good mark, and that's why everyone thinks it's funny. But if you actually take the time to do a capstone properly, it can be beneficial to you, but that's honestly on you to do. So
I think the arts are very important, like drawing and creating music. I think
mm-hmm.
like I create my own music. I use Fruity Loops and I just edit my own. In fact, the intro to this particular show I actually make myself. So it takes me a little
Nice.
while to do it, but maybe more than say Paul McCartney or somebody could do it in 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I have to fool around quite a bit, but yeah, it's important to just do stuff like that, and maybe you might want to continue on learning different songs on the weekends or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're gonna have no job then for the first year, or
Um, I'm gonna, I guess, feel the waters and see how it goes at first. And then I'll decide from there, like if I want to have, just a couple of short shifts when I can, and then maybe I'll see if I can manage it.
Mhm.
But I'll know once I actually get into the workload for school.
Okay. Okay, that was awesome. Um, what do you have prepared for the summer? You gonna go on vacation or something like that? You gonna have a little bit of fun before you go to school because you might want to do
Yeah.
that. Maybe go to
Yeah, I've just been hanging
LA or
out.
something. Sorry, I apologize.
LA.
I talked over you. Sorry.
LA would be nice. No, well, my friends and I have just been like we like to go outside a lot. I just did a hike today with three of my friends.
Mm.
Do we did a lot of fishing um like 2 weeks ago. Hiking, we go on drives in like the country roads. Those
Mm-hmm.
are a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
then I think once my best friend turns 18, like a little while after I do, we're gonna go to Alberta to be of age there, but then we could like spend maybe 2 or 3 nights just in the city, like Calgary or Edmonton, and
Mhm.
have fun. And then I would be
As long as you do
moving
it
pretty.
responsibly, right?
Yeah, of
Sorry, I just
course.
thought I'd put that. Sorry, I talked over you again, but you got to
No,
be
that's
really
fine.
responsible. Just be careful who you're around, right?
Yep.
And
Yeah, it would
so.
just be her and I going together as kind of, well, it's be for her and I birthday together, but also I'd be like moving fairly soon after that time.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
and like a final send off sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. So, are you excited about September? Like, are you hyped up, or are you kind of, or is it kind
Yeah,
of mixed
I
feelings?
actually am. I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to like decorating my dorm room and getting settled, but then like I'm also really excited to meet all the new people and make a bunch of friends. But like I'm not too nervous because I'm moving with my best friend as well.
Mhm.
So, if there's a day where I don't feel the greatest, I still have her to talk to.
Mhm. Mhm.
I think that'll help a lot. And I'll make trips back on maybe long weekends sometimes to visit people. But I am really excited for the change. I think it'll be fun.
So just let you know, university is difficult sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but if you ease yourself into it and find out how you learn and what's the best way for you to learn, that really helps. Um, and you'll find out that every course can have a different course of action or in effect to how you actually learn. So I
Mm-hmm.
took a course on aging once, and I recorded what she said. She just showed slides to me. She didn't have a book, so I just listened to them over and over again, and then I aced all the exams. Right.
Nice. Yeah, that's good.
But I mean, I'll try to put some videos on there pretty soon about how to study and how I studied. Like I said, everybody's different. Some people can read a whole chapter in about a half an hour, 45 minutes, and they're good. But
Yeah.
I know that me and you are not like that. I got a feeling you're not anyway. So you got to really read really good, take really good notes. Is that right? Or
I'm a really fast reader,
Mhm,
but in terms of remembering stuff, I do prefer to write it down and just reread it a lot, like lock it in there. Otherwise,
mhm,
it's
mhm.
not that I will forget, but I'll trick myself into thinking I'm going to forget, and then I'll freak out like at a test or a presentation, and that's where I mess up. I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got to know yourself a little bit when it comes to learning yourself, right? And I
Definitely,
found
yeah.
a really good technique, and I'll try to do a video on it. But it's not easy at first. You might even fail a course one day. I mean, you probably most likely won't, but I did fail a course once, and that's just how things happen, right? So you'll be living in a dorm, right? Is it like got like two little bedrooms and then a hallway in between, like a little living area where there's a couch or what?
No, no, it's one small room with two beds, two desks, and two wardrobes. And it's tiny, tiny.
Well, at
And
least you
that's it.
trust. As long as you're set with somebody you trust, that's the most important thing,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I
That's
know you
that's
trust
why
your
I'm
bed
not
buddy.
complaining.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, not like a stranger comes in, oh, geez, will he steal my
Yeah,
stuff?
exactly. The whole
um,
thing.
let's see here. What would you expect on the first week? Like, would you
First
expect to
week,
be busy or really afraid or just
probably just like getting settled and then like trying to figure out how things work and making sure I know where to go and what to do, what to bring with me. And
Mhm.
then also like meeting my floor, like my building, seeing who I'm going to be living with
Yeah.
and around for the next few months. And then, getting to know those people would be fun. Um, and yeah, just figuring out the way that things work there mostly.
Apparently, it's really easy to connect at UVic because everybody it's
Oh, yeah.
friends there. Apparently, like at Kwantlen, you don't really make friends, but you don't always make friends. But at UVic, you make like so many friends there. It's so easy,
hmm
like because everybody's from far away, so they got to make friends there while they're there. So I think you might find
Yep.
that, and I hope that it works out for you there. I think
hmm
it'll happen, and I know a few good friends that I went to college with. Not too, I don't hang out with too many of them, but um, my friend Ann, I've known her for years, and yeah, I just still talk to her and stuff like that, and we used to have similar goals sometimes. But do you have an editor yet? Who's going to edit your papers?
Um, Probably my dad because he's pretty smart. Um, he he's very educated in like formatting and papers,
Mm-hmm.
like reviewing papers and finding like peer-reviewed journals so that my research is like accurate. So he's like normally the person that I would ask if I had a question about like my paper or whatever I was working on. So if I wanted him to go over it, I think he'd be the best person to do it.
Okay, that's good. Now you always need an editor. Even
Mm-hmm.
Stephen King, he has an editor.
Yep.
He does. He doesn't. It says he's an editor. So
Yeah, he
regardless of
has to.
how,
Yeah.
regardless of how good you draw or write, you'll need an editor.
Yeah.
Always, always. No matter how crafty you are. Um, Bob Ayles was my show. He's on my first show here, and I was talking about how he was an editor. He reread one of B.F. Skinner's books.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who B.F. Skinner is, but he's a very famous
I've heard the
psychologist.
name.
Yeah, he's behavioralist. Anyways,
Yeah.
he read his book. Bob read
hmm
his book and he said, "You know what? There's no beginning and ending to this. There's no beginning and end. It's just the story." And he said, "Yeah, he appreciates that." So he said, "Yeah, you're right." And then he's a famous guy. He knows the writing, but you still need that editor and that mentor
Yeah.
too, which is probably your dad or who's it? Who else is your mentor?
hmm
Or is it anybody like an uncle or something? Or who was it? Somebody who was a lawyer or something? Or
Um, my dad, yeah. And I don't know who I said before, if there was somebody else, but I had this one teacher. He's also really smart too. He
Who's
said I
that
can
teacher?
one of my old astronomy teacher, science.
Oh, okay.
He's he's really smart. He's done like TED Talks though, and he's kind of famous. Like he has books published too.
Hmm.
But he's a really smart guy.
That sounds good. That's excellent.
Hmm.
So, what do you think will be a challenge for you, and what do you think won't be a challenge for you?
Um, challenge would definitely be just adjusting. Like I already struggle with that with other things too. Like I don't love change, but I'm also excited for like something new too.
Mhm.
Because I figure, like if I'm already going to a new school for university, why not make the most of it? And it's not like I'll be able to afford moving out on my own for a long time. So
Exactly.
this is the best I'm gonna get. And I was like, you know what, it'd be fun. So why not? That
Yeah.
was kind of my reasoning behind it. Plus, like there's a law school there too.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think I definitely will like miss people as well, like anyone would, but I'm looking forward to meeting new people as well, so it should be like
Yeah.
an even balance, I feel like.
It's always a good idea also to know a student who's in second or third year. That helps.
Hmm.
My buddy,
Yeah, I do. I know one girl, she's yeah, third year now, maybe fourth year. But yeah, I talked to her a lot already, so looking forward to seeing her and asking her a lot of questions.
awesome. That's an important thing, and just also when you blocking your time for when you do things and what class you work on that day, block in some fun too, and some
Yeah,
flex time,
exactly.
and some flex time. The flex time would be like, well, if you're not finished yet, you can do it here, or if you're all finished everything,
Yeah,
then you can have fun that time.
yeah, exactly.
I hope you don't mind me
That
saying
would,
that,
yeah.
but it's just you can't forget to have fun. You're in your late
No,
teens,
yeah, I agree
20s,
100%.
and
Gotta
and
stay sane somehow.
what you might also want to do is volunteer somewhere too, as well, like at a
Yeah,
at a dog
they
retreat
have
or something. Or oh, sorry.
co-op now. Co-op's like a program at universities that organize like volunteering and career opportunities based on what your program is and what you want to go into in the future. So like I don't know, let's say I was interested in business and economics or whatever, then you would go in there and they would find you something to do with that. Or like you want to be a vet when you're older, they'll have you volunteer at an animal shelter, some stuff
Okay.
like that.
Okay, look into that for sure because I've heard
Hmm.
that co-op's a great thing to do. I don't think I recall hearing any bad things about it. People
No,
love
it's great. Yeah.
people just love it, and they just and you get, I think, don't you get paid too sometimes, or do you?
Yeah, it depends. If it's
Yeah,
a career thing, then yeah.
yeah,
But if it's volunteering, then obviously no, it's just experience.
awesome. That's great. Um, hmm. Would you ever switch schools?
Um, maybe like I obviously I don't know how my first year will go. Like if
Mhm.
it's so terrible for whatever reason, then yeah. But the one of the reasons why I want to go to UVic is because they have a law school there, and if you get your degree at the same school, then law school will be cheaper. So it's just be nice to have that option. Um, but I don't know, like if for whatever reason I didn't want to live on the island anymore, then yeah, I could just transfer. But I don't see that happening unless like something happens. But yeah,
I'm sure you'll miss being out on the mainland, all the concerts and stuff like that. Although they have a Save on Food Center
yeah.
in Victoria, I think, where they have lots of
Hmm.
interesting bands or whatnot that come there. So, but yeah, it's should be interesting. So the first video when you after your first semester, it should be really interesting to see how you really feel about things. It should be really interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think that's pretty much all the time we have, Kennedy. I really
All
appreciate
right,
you being on my show. I
no
hope
problem.
that Hope you have a great summer, and we'll keep in contact, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, Kennedy.
If you like the FOF Guide videos, we got a lot more in store for you. Hit the notifications bell so that you know that we got them coming out. Hit like, hit subscribe. Always leave a comment. Whether it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down, let us know.